Good morning. Can you see me? No. Here we go. Good morning. Let me tell you, it's funny because I wanted to get to the point that I'm at right now. So right now in my growth process, which means also this is my writing process. And yeah, I got a thing because just getting up, just turning on the light, we'll see. But here's the thing. So, when we are on our journey of learning, this is so key. In the beginning, we feel like, everything kind of feels the same, like I keep bumping into the same thing, right? That's a state where we just don't know what we don't know, but life is doing its thing. Life is lifing, okay? Then we get to stage 2. And stage 2 is where now we found out what it is that we didn't know. Let me tell you, that stage is like, I hope that face thumbnails, that would be perfect. Anyways, I love the malleability of my face. It's just one of my favorite things. So expressive. Anyways, in that space of now you know that you don't know, but you don't know what you need to know to shift being in the not knowing. It's like you see other people doing stuff and you know that you don't know what they know. But now it makes the space before where you just didn't know and things seemed blissful, but now you know. See, this is the stage where the phrase ignorance is bliss was coined. And that's stage 2 of our learning journey. Okay? So now moving into stage 3, because of that deep, that angst of now you know, but now you realize I'm not where I want to be. I know there's a now that way. And I was over there, but I'm here and I don't know how to get there. And then you find out a thing. I can do that. And that can help me get from here to there. And so then you go to that thing. You go that way. Now you're in stage 3. You're taking actions to take you out of not knowing, because now you know what to do, but you don't fully know what to do. And so you have to practice that stage. Now you're aware of what you need to do. Now you know that you can actively make changes. Now you know that you can actively start navigating and directing yourself in the direction that you want to go. And then there's stage 4. So before I go all the way into describing what stage 4 is, let me let you know what all of these stages are referred to as. These are called levels of consciousness. Stage 1, you don't know what you don't know. That is unconscious competence. Okay? So you don't know what you don't know. So you're not going to do, there's no doing, because you don't know that you need to be doing anything different than what you're doing. Or maybe you have an inkling, but it's not a strong desire. Stage 2, now you're aware, conscious. Incompetence. Sorry, did I say competence? That's incompetent. Now you know. Yeah, so unconscious incompetence. Conscious incompetence. That's the frustration zone. That's the annoying, if I could just move the needle in my life, all the things. All of the annoyance, it's all here. Stage 3, Now you're consciously competent. Now you're aware and you're doing a thing to help to move you forward. And you're moving forward. Okay? Good space. Good space and frustrating space, because you'll find yourself dipping back into feeling like you don't know, in the not knowing space. And then you feel good because you're making progress. And then you're back here again. And then, but you know what? You're still moving forward. You're still moving the needle. You're still growing. You're still going in this direction. And the more consistent, it doesn't matter if it's perfect. Be consistent. The more you keep going in that direction, the more you keep celebrating those wins, the more you say, hey, I'm living the life. I'm in the lifestyle of doing the thing that gets me to the thing that I want to be at. There's a very key point. And I keep missing to stop at this point. And I'm there right now. I'm there right now in what I'm doing. And it's the transition between and from conscious competence into unconscious competence. I can't even tell you the power of... If you could just pause here when things are starting to make sense. Things are starting, you reread things that you read how many tries ago, and you're like, I know this, what are you trying to say to me? I know you're trying to speak to me, but I don't understand your language. And now, they speak in your perfect sense of franglais, and it's like, oh my God, I totally get this. Oh wow, like it's coming in with images and everything, and it makes perfect sense. Here's the thing. There's a lot of people that are in the unconscious competence stage that are teaching people. Trying to. And they're saying the things and they're like, don't you get it? Can't you feel what I'm feeling? Like, if you could just get this. I'm so glad I'm right here where now I see what that energy lines up with feeling like. So I'm going to probably pop in a few times over today or the next day, just describing that feeling, because this is the point at which, if people could comprehend, so a conscious, competent person is a great teacher because they're still in the process enough that they can see and lay out the steps so that people can follow along in the journey. And a lot of people that put themselves or find themselves now having learned it will put themselves in a state of having to learn something new so that they can be inside that conscious competence energy, so that they can know how to break down the steps of the thing they're trying to teach people to learn, to share, to help uplift people. Okay. This feels like it does. Okay. It feels like summer vacation. Great day for this example. Okay. So summer vacation. You know, as a child, maybe it can work for an adult, maybe it works for a mom who gets to not be hustling and driving the kids all the places. But it feels like knowing that you can sleep in, that you can sleep in, being in your bed, knowing the sun is rising, And now you hear the birds singing. So I'm using this example because the sun is rising and the birds are singing. And you know now that, hey, I don't have to get up and drive the kids to school because school is done. And I get to lay here and knowing the sun is getting up, knowing my kids are still sleeping and not getting up, I get to listen to the birds chirping outside my window. It's that feeling combined with, of course I get to lay here. Of course, because school is done. Kids had a great night last night. Notice the appreciation part. Notice the noticing of the appreciation, the thing to appreciate. And now I get to lay here and allow myself the giving of the permission to be in the thing and the living of and experiencing of the thing. Okay? That's the spot. That's the sweet spot. Okay? So, now, how to stay in that enough that you can really sink your teeth into the application part, into the appreciation part, because your momentum is already secured and you won't be in that space for much longer. So this is the space in life where you must remind yourself to smell the roses, because your level of momentum and expectation is now fulfilled from your consistency and forward focus and momentum. And you will now be transitioning onto the other side, which is called unconscious competence. Oops. So I gotta get going. Point being, enjoy. Enjoy knowing that you get to enjoy. Enjoy knowing that you get to sit in the certainty, the appreciation, and the anticipation of where you are now. If you are about to transition into your unconscious competence, because once you transition, you won't remember any of this good juicy stuff. So this is a point that I just wanted to stop in where I'm going and growing and connect that for you, so that, because I miss describing it so many times and miss sitting in it. And then when I got to the other side, I just, of course, yeah. And the putting off, the non-gratitude, this is a very important piece to sit inside your journey. So anyways, this is what I wanted to share. I hope this sits well with you. I hope it maybe triggers, I don't know. Either way, I hope it helps. And I'm out, but I hope you have an amazing day. Today is a day of celebration for a lot of people, and enjoy the momentum of your day. Have a good one.